people who need carpenters are hiring outside commercial construction operations, and those guys need a little help. Hello, my darlings. I want to talk to you about buildings inside Renaissance fairs. And I've talked to you before about selling them, but I want to talk about constructing them and building them and designing them, because that was pretty much my main job for over a decade at Renfairs, and I still do it. Like, I design my own shops and I help friends design their shops. But a lot of the generation that I grew up building with at Renfairs are kind of aging out of it. My husband just turned 70. I'm in my mid-50s. You know, we're not walking top plates anymore. And so there's actually kind of this gap in the construction industry at Renaissance fairs of people that know what they're supposed to be trying to create here. So people who need carpenters are hiring outside commercial construction operations, and those guys need a little help because they don't know things like, in the Renaissance, people lived above their businesses. Now, I'm not saying you have to have a full-blown second story, but you need like an implied sleeping loft, and it's kind of understood that the less size you put above for the second or third story, the more effort you need to put into having some furniture sitting around and some other elements that make it feel like somebody might be living up there. And we use forced perspective here, just like Disney does. You know, your second story doesn't have to be a full-size second story. There's some traditional structured math about how much smaller those next stories can be, but you don't need to know that right now. What you need to know is that we're trying to put together a builder's packet for TRF. So that's going to have not just drawings and photos of designs that haven't been implemented yet on this site, but it's also going to have some of the backstory, some of the, okay, people lived above their business, that's why you need to do this. Okay, here's how people made paint colors in this time period and why you can't have a chartreuse booth. And yes, purple existed, but purple was really expensive, so you're not gonna paint an entire wall purple. You might be able to get away with some plum colored trim if you have to have purple in your branding, but there's limitations. And this festival, the Texas Renaissance Festival, had a little block of history where the vendor coordinators, who are traditionally the people that look at drawings and approve them, were not people with a building or design background, or weren't even tight on the history. So sometime during this festival, that packet will come out and there will be something that a crafter can hand to a builder to let them know what they need to know.